Now introducing our middle school curriculum team, we have Nikki and Paige with 6th grade, Pat and Alexis with 7th grade, along with Zach and Danielle with 8th grade.
Hi, I'm Nikki. Hi, I'm Paige. And we are 6th grade.
Hi, I'm Pat.
Hi, I'm Alexis. And we're 7th grade. Hi, I'm Danielle.
Hi, I'm Zach.
And we are 8th grade. And we are SUPE TV.
Good morning, and welcome to SUPE TV. Thank you for tuning into channel 375. Today's broadcast will be focusing on 6th through 8th grade or middle school curriculum units. Our middle school curriculum units are based on the National Association for Sport and Physical Education Standards, or NASPE for short. Using the principle of vertical progression, our 6th through 8th grade PE teachers used a spanning curriculum that allows for student improvement, physical fitness, as well as cognitive development. Now we're going to go over to Nikki for our first story in the cooperative games.
Welcome back to SUPE TV. Today's story is cooperative games. We are here live in Mag's Gymnasium. Over to you, Paige.
Thanks, Nikki. And now we will be introducing cooperative games. Let's take a look.
For Cooperative Games Unit, 6th grade will focus on working together as a team and getting to know your classmates. We will start off the unit with communication games and end the unit with trust games. Going into 7th grade, the students will have wonderful communication skills, working as a team, and respecting one another.
And now for more on cooperative games, we'll go to Alexis.
Thanks, Pat. I'm Alexis in 7th grade.
Cooperative learning is an educational approach which aims to organize classroom activities into academic and social learning experiences. These experiences help students on the track of becoming college and career ready. Students will play several challenging games that get them out of their comfort zone and elevate their heart rates. The benchmark for this unit is to understand how to take heart rate and what their target heart rate zone is, as well as learning problem-solving strategies, trust building, and decision making.
And welcome back to SUPE, your #1 Salisbury University news station for physical education. On my right here we have Danielle, who I believe just got back from Adventure Ed unit trail hiking, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we were at Pemberton Park today, working on trail hiking with a tour guide, and then identifying plants and insects to incorporate that common core.
Okay.
Now let's take a look at this.
Do it.
Welcome back to SUPE TV. Coming to you live from Pemberton Park. We have Danielle here, right there. And we're here today at Pemberton Park on our Adventure Ed unit using inclusion style teaching and trail hiking.
During our adventure education unit, students will be able to successfully use fine and gross motor skills to complete different obstacles and adventure activities. They will also be able to demonstrate critical thinking skills by solving puzzles and using team members to complete these obstacles. They will use cooperative skills and teamwork, and also in order to complete challenges. During the unit, students will be completing tasks such as a human knot, a blind maze, a campus-wide scavenger hunt, inner tube relay race, and then finally we will end with a trail hiking outdoors at Pemberton Park. Benchmarks for these are students entering 9th grade will be able to successfully work with team members in their group cooperatively and use fine and gross motor skills when completing these tasks.
Nikki is in our physical education class, inclusion style trail hiking with the service dog Bear.
Adventure Ed is outside of the gymnasium for this reason.
Nikki here with SUPE TV. Due to inclement weather, we'll be inside for our fitness lesson today.
Thanks, Nikki. Although we would love to be outside, we feel like the controlled indoor environment is great for fitness testing.
For the Fitness and Health/Nutrition unit, 6th grade will focus on staying fit and healthy. We will start the unit with fitness testing, then the next 8 days focus on health and nutrition. At the end of the unit, we will finish off again with the fitness testing. Going into 7th grade, the students will have a better understanding of what to eat, good hygiene, and mental and social health.
For our fitness unit, we will be doing some fitness testing and CrossFit. We will begin the unit with a pre-test. Then we will begin introducing CrossFit. CrossFit incorporates high-intensity interval training, Olympic weightlifting, plyometrics, gymnastics, and strongman exercises. We chose CrossFit for our 7th grade students as it can be built into a unit in several beneficial ways. We will begin with introduction to some basic exercises such as the air squat, lunges, sit-ups, and burpees. Students will work individually and at their own speed and intensity. As the unit progresses, our goal is to have students work as teams to accomplish the set number of repetitions for their group.
Go.
Today on SUPE TV, we are incorporating fitness through Hip Hop Zumba with Nikki.
Thank you, Danielle.
Sorry, we seem to be experiencing some technical difficulty. Let's try to take another look.
For my Zumba unit, I'll be including technology by incorporating the smartboard into our lesson.
Zumba unit will introduce basic dance moves such as the grapevine. We will incorporate technology by the use of a smartboard, Wii, and PlayStation consoles. Students will create 2-minute dance and Zumba routines and present them in front of the class for peer review. To finish up the unit, we will get a guest presenter to lead a Zumba routine for the class. Going into 7th grade, students will know 5 basic dance moves as well as Zumba and dance counts.
For our 8th grade aerobic unit, we will be focusing on dancing for rhythmic movement. Days 1 through 3, students will increase the intensity of their dances. Students will wear heart rate monitors on these days in order to identify our first objective. Discuss how dancing is an aerobic activity and can be moderate to vigorous depending on its intensity. On day 4, we will be focusing on cultural dances from around the world. River dancing, tribal dancing, as well as a research homework on the significance of these dances will allow for enhanced knowledge and acceptance of other cultures, which is our first benchmark. Students will be able to understand and explain the importance of dances around the world. On our final day, students will create and choreograph their own dances in partners or in groups, allowing students to choose their own fast-paced music, which will lead to our second benchmark. Students will be able to choreograph their own dance routines using a rhythmic pattern that is vigorous as well. In our dance-off warm-up, students will come into the gym and grab a partner and begin. One partner will start and make a move, while the other mimics the move and adds on another one. Then the partner who started will also make another move, adding on to make a third, and so on and so forth.
I'm Paige and this is Nikki. It's a little hot and sticky in here, so hold on to your flotation device as we dive into the pool for our aquatics unit. Caution, the floor might get slippery. Over to you, Pat.
This is our middle school aquatics. For the first day of our aquatics unit, students will be learning the freestyle stroke. Students will first practice only the upper body portion of the stroke. During this, students will only be moving their arms while not moving their legs. After this, they will practice the lower body portion of the stroke without moving their arms. Students have practiced, they will be asked to swim 10 lengths of the pool using the freestyle stroke. By the end of this unit, students should be able to use the freestyle stroke effectively to complete the post test.
During our aquatics unit, students will be able to complete all strokes properly and demonstrate water safety with water sports also. They will also be able to list proper water safety cues and explain which muscles are used in the strokes. Finally, they will be able to use good sportsmanship and show respect for classmates, all while following safety rules. During our unit, they will complete a stroke pre-test and post-test at the end, a treading water pre-test and post-test, and then they will spend their days practicing the front crawl, breaststroke, back crawl, side stroke, and finally we will end with diving cues and practice. When students are leaving 8th grade and entering 9th grade, they will be able to complete all strokes use proper dive formation, and practice proper water safety. When completing the front crawl, you will start with your body in the prone position in the water. Your arms execute alternating movements. One arm moves backwards in the water from the overhead position towards the hip, and the other arm recovers above the water towards the overhead position. Afterwards, your arms will exchange their position, as you can see in this video right now.
During our sports unit, we will be teaching volleyball. During our 6th grade volleyball unit, we will be teaching all the basic skills along with incorporating gameplay and a tactical game model. Students will learn the correct pass according to ball height as well as team play such as communication. This 9-day unit will prepare students for live play and an introduction to serving and setting up for an attack. Going into 7th grade, students will know the spike approach and the techniques to a proper serve. Use your underhand pass or the set. It's over my head. I use my overhand, and if it's below my chest area, I use my pass.
Thanks, Nikki. And today in our 7th grade class, we're going to be working on catching and shooting in the cross. On day 3 of our lacrosse unit, students will be working on catching and shooting, as well as catching and shooting on the run. Students want to make sure they're stepping with their front foot, turning their shoulders, and following all the way through after the shot. Students will be in 2 different lines, one for passing and one for shooting. Once a student has passed, they'll go to the shooting side. Students will be in groups of 4 for this activity to maximize the time. At the end of this lacrosse unit, students should be able to shoot accurately from within 10 yards on the run and during set shooting.
And welcome back with SUPE TV, and we are 8th grade now with team sports.
I'm Zach with 8th grade, and I'll be doing floor hockey. Our 6-day floor hockey unit plan will be focusing on the team sports aspect of this long-handed implement sport. Reviewing of proper offensive and defensive strategies will lead up to our 2-day tournament-style gameplay at the end of the unit. Our objective for the gameplay is to focus on how offensive and defensive strategies work in a small-sided situation. We will also be reviewing rules, histories, and strategies so students will be able to compare and contrast not only field hockey and ice hockey, but floor hockey as well. By the end of this unit, all 8th graders should be able to discuss how taking away time and space on defense affects defensive strategy, as well as making space by not having the puck.
Sure looks like they are learning a lot in their team sports units.
Yeah, it's great that students are learning different sports each year.
That they are. Also, as you see in the block plans, they really show progression in the sports that they do repeat.
Let's take a look at our final story, the grading system scale. Middle school PE sure seems like a lot more fun these days.
Thanks for tuning into Channel 375 SUPE TV. I'm Alexis.
I'm Paige.
Signing off. See you again at 11.
We feel like
I'm Zach, and I'll be teaching striking and
And we are 6th grade.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Alexis. And we are 7th grade.
Caution.
they're learning different sports each year.
There you go.
Today we'll be starting off our cooperative games unit with a game.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, we can keep rolling.
I was going to sneeze. Okay. Whew. Welcome.
Alright. Middle school PE team. Alright. Middle school PE.